In this video, I'm going to show you the basics of how to use Lynx, which is our whiteboard software that you could compare to how you use Smart Notebook. So I'm going to you might have saved it in your favorites already, or it's in your apps. So if you go to your apps, you find the Lynx icon, which is like the X with the lines through it. This is the starting page for Lynx. When you're here, you can open a new blank document in different sizes. I would suggest using the default size and with different background colors. There are folders in here that are connected to the folders on your Clevertouch board. So if you download something, it would probably be in downloads, or if you save Lynx creations that you made, they would be in here. You can also connect to your Google Drive and your Lynx Cloud. Once you have a Lynx account, so yours might look like this right now. Once you have a Lynx account, you can come over here and click sign in. It'll take you to another browser where you would just log in with however your account is set up, probably through Google. That's how mine is. So I would go to Google, click the Google icon, select my account, continue. When it says login successful, you can close the browser and it'll take you back here. I see my name, so I'm good to go. Now my Google Drive can be connected. And I have the Lynx Cloud, which I will show you in a separate video. Okay, so now I'm connected. I have all of my files that I would need. I'm gonna show you just the basic tools now. So I'm gonna just open up a new blank document. I'm gonna make the background orange. So I'm going to click orange and create. Okay, so now this is my toolbar and my different options on here. So I kind of have two panels. I have my side panel and then my toolbar. On the side panel, I can go home, where I can create another Lynx whiteboard. If I'm here, I can pull this drawer out and it'll show me the different frames that I have. I can add new ones and then navigate through here. I can move them. I could link them to each other. I can also change the settings from here. If I click the hamburger button, there are some different options of things I could do. I have images that are already loaded into Lynx that cover different topics. Again, keep in mind this is a European or an English company, so they might be a little bit different. For example, if I'm doing backgrounds, they do have handwriting ones, but it's not the ones that we would be used to. There are some workarounds there where you can like upload your own background image and use that, or your own handwriting image and use that as the background. There's also some different math tools you can use, a timer, a stopwatch, some dice, protractors, rulers, things like that. You can search things in the web, or search things. This will kind of populate all different places, like whether it's in your files or something on the web. And then you have like a built-in browser. So you could search different things here. If you have a website you already know, you can go to it up here. I'm going to search, let's stick with the Brooklyn Bridge thing. I type it in, hit search. I can open this up if I want to make it bigger by dragging this window here, and I could pull things into my lesson from there. There are more things you can do with your browser in your lesson that we will talk about in another video. Okay, I'm going to change the background here and I'll show you your other tools that you have. Okay, so down here are your pen tools and your shape tools, your text tools, things like that. It's important to remember that when you are navigating on your page, you want to make sure you're on the pointer. A lot of times I'll be using the pen feature and then try to move something and that doesn't work. So it's something you'll get used to, but just make sure when you're trying to move or select things, you're on the pointer tool. So like I said, you have your pens. You can select different pens. There's a normal pen, calligraphy. A laser pen will keep it on the screen for like 3 or so seconds and then it'll disappear. Highlighters, the rainbow pen, where every time you write, or every time you pick up your pen, it'll be a different color. And then animated rainbow pen that changes colors when you're done writing. There's handwriting recognition pen, where if you write something, it'll turn it into text. Shape recognition. And math recognition, which this one's pretty cool because I could write an equation and it'll actually solve it for me. So if I move that, it has the answer. And there's 2 places for pens. These are all your options for pens again, so you could have 2 different pens. Like maybe your 2 favorites selected, you want a math one, but then you also want the rainbow pen. You could have both of those going at the same time. The next one is your eraser with some more tools. Fill, block highlighter, you could crop things in some different ways. And if you just play around with these, that might be best. And then there's all different shapes you can make. Okay, another thing I want to show you is the split tool. If I have a shape, I can use the split tool to break it up into pieces, and depending on where I have my pen, it'll break it up into different parts. Within that, I can change the color of different parts. So I could say 2/10 of the circle are shaded. I can also remove different parts when I split it. And then you have, this is just another tool that's similar to this one. So like these, where you can select your 2 most used ones, it just would be easy to access from here. And then you have your text tool. If you click the setting icon, you can go in and change the style. So you could have 3 different styles and change the font, the text color, the size, however you wanted to do that. When you were done with that, you would go back to here, the window selection tool, and it'll take you back to your screen. Another thing you can do is kind of zoom into different places. So it could be kind of like a much bigger canvas. If you want to just work in one, you start zooming in. If you click this toggle tool here, it shows you where you are, and you can move to different places. And you could also put a curtain over the screen if you didn't want students to see the lesson quite yet. This tool highlights only certain parts. And there are some different options you have there. If you click this, it kind of looks like the refresh button in a magnifying glass. It takes you back to your main screen. If I want to get rid of everything on the screen, I can just click the trash can and it'll wipe off the screen. The last thing I want to show you is how to take a PDF and put it into your Lynx software. So you can interact with the PDF through Lynx. So if I'm here in Lynx, I can have a PDF uploaded. There's a couple different ways to do that from your home screen. Once you're connected to the cloud, you could have uploaded PDFs to the Lynx Cloud from your laptop. If you have a PDF in Google Drive, you can access it through here and it would pull it up. And the last way you can do it is to just download a PDF from here to, from your browser to Lynx. So if I'm in Teacher Toolbox and I want to do one of these lessons whole group, I'm going to open up the lesson and download it into my downloads. I can say open with Lynx. I'm going to say just once because I may have a different option another time. And then if I go to downloads, I have the document right here. If I double click on it from there, it'll open it up in the Lynx software. So I can interact now with this document through Lynx. I can draw in here, and then I scroll through the pages down at the bottom. Okay, I can work with the students and use all of the different tools on this PDF. So that is one way to use your PDF through Lynx. Another thing I want to show you is how you can select different tools. There's a setting that should be set. Let's just go ahead and look. If you want to go to your settings, you hit the cogwheel and go to options. And from there, if you go to pens and tools, you can enable multiple styluses. So turn that on. I go back to my home screen. And from here, with my pen, I have two different sides. I have a skinny side and a thicker side. If I tap on a pen with the skinny side, I get a red arrow. If I tap on the pen with the thick side, I get a blue arrow. So now if I'm up here, I tapped on the black pen with the skinny side, and I tapped on the green pen with the thick side. So now I can write, if I flip the pen, with two different tools. I can also use my finger as the thick one as well. So you could make your thicker side an eraser. So then it's just like a pencil where you have your writing utensil and then the eraser on the back.
Once I have my Lynx account, I'm going to be able to access Lynx from my laptop as well. Similarly to the Smart Suite, where you could upload Smart Notebook lessons on your browser that would connect to your Smart Notebook on your smartboard, you can do that with Lynx. So I'm going to go to lynxcloud.app to get to my Lynx Cloud. Once I'm there, I'll click Login. You should already have an account where you log in with Google. If not, you can log in with your email down here. IT has made accounts for everybody, so you should just be able to go to log in instead of joining. So you'll type in your email, just like a normal Google sign-in. Continue, and up here is where you'll have all of your access. So you'll want to go to Cloud Drives, and then your Lynx Cloud is what you'll use from this page. Once you're here, everything you save in here will also show up on your Clevertouch board. From here, I can upload files that I want to use on my board. So if I go to Downloads, and let's say I have this file that I want to share, I would just press and hold and drag it into the screen with the Lynx Cloud. It will upload it right to there. And there I have it. So when I go to my Clevertouch, I'll be able to, when I'm in Lynx, I'll be able to go to my Lynx Cloud storage on there and open up this document. This is helpful if there are teacher toolbox lessons that you want to upload. It's a lot easier to do it through here than through the Clevertouch board itself. And it works with a lot of different diverse files. And that's how you use your Lynx Cloud.